I'm a locker code.
Also new to my team are radioactive packs. This is your chance to pick up some explosive cards, such as Dark Matter T-Mac and Dark Matter Kareem. But don't sleep on the Galaxy Opals, because Giannis, Andre Kirilenko, and Chris Paul are all waiting to join your My Team lineup. Also in the mix is Pink Diamond D-Wade and Diamond Yao Ming. Season 6 is gonna be a
the city of Atlanta. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for DA.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Tobias Harris. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green, and it's Howard in at the 5. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position. Now here's Simmons. Outside Curry. Outside Simmons. Here's Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Howard's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Philadelphia. Young with the ball. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Here's Capella. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Well, for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Young pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Harris outside. Howard. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Here's Herter. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Harris kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And Atlanta has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Herter, guarded by Curry. Count it, good.
Known for being a scorer, Herter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Harris outside. Dishes it to Howard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hard for the defense to deal with the massive size of Howard. That kind of D does not affect a big guy like him in the slightest.
Now, here is Young, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. And the pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now, here's Scott. Here's Korkmaz. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
34 seconds left here in the first quarter. Collins passes to Capella. He kicks to Young. Now Collins. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch in that game against the Warriors. Clock is at 3. Here's Hunter. It's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Milton the pass to Harris. Pass to Maxey. Back to Harris. It could go. Oh, to beat the clock. God, what a play!
That is fun.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Hawks lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Okongwu, Bogdanovich out there with Gallinari. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Williams at the point. So that's the Hawks 5. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And Gallinari kicks to Williams. No good on the 3. Thibault with the ball. Okongwu covering. Back to Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Thibault, the pass to Scott. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
And that one's good. Thibault.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And here is Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Low block shot. Again, the Hawks score.
Just shredding the defense in the pick and roll. Lou Williams only needing just a little bit of space to work.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Thibault, the pass to Milton. Here's Korkmaz. Passes it to Milton. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Milton's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Okongwu kicks to Bogdanovich. To the paint. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Thibault on the wing. Right side, Scott. Back to Thibault. And it's blocked. On the wing, Milton. Up again. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Now, here Here's Okongwu. Defense is right there, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Green comes in for Shake Milton. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey.
Kevin Huerter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Young against Simmons. Young dishes to Collins. And stolen by Simmons.
Watch outside.
1:03 left. Oh, that was something else.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Down low, here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Simmons on the wing. Howard finds Harris. Clock at 6. Here's Simmons. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young passes to Capella. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Young with no one around. And he's good on the 3-ball. 7 seconds left here in the second. Here's Simmons. Missed inside.
And you can see the defenders afraid to...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years, Jack. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. 3rd quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Green, and it's Curry in a 2-guard. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Simmons. Oh, come on.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Huerter. Back to Young. Shoots over Curry. 5 to shoot. Capella with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Young, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Hunter. And a foul call. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Gallinari with the steal. On up the court. And Herter gets it to go.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Tony Snell comes in for Hutter. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Williams in for Young. Philadelphia also making some changes. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the middle, stolen. Green deciding where to go with it. Thybulle with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. Shake Milton comes in for Green. Yep, that one goes in there.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Here's Bogdanovich, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
Well, Bogdanovich being a little bit crafty there, knowing the defense was closing in on him, and drew the contact.
And so Bogdanovich has both of them. 76ers trailing. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. The pass to Milton. Lobbed up there for Howard. Milton the pass to Howard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu, and Collins subbed in for Tony Snell. The 76ers also with a sub. Harris is checked in.
Set up!
Bogdanovich inside, defended by Milton. And it's Capella missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Korkmaz passes to Howard, and the shot goes in. Howard's got 10 points.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Harris, right side. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Reed comes in for Tobias Harris. Williams with the ball. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Feeds to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
He's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Milton. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of this game. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. 76ers on top. They lead. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
Defensively, we got to keep.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. That's good from Simmons.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
Here's Snell. Pass to Herter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. 2 points. That one goes.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Herter, no good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he knocks down the first one. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Young is subbed in for Kevin Herter. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Scott's checked in. The Hawks trail by 6. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Young's shot is good.
He just gets this offense going. Young operating in the mid-range this time.
Simmons looking it over. Outside, Scott. Outside for Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 6-point game. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Curry kicks to Simmons. Rebounded by Snell. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Curry dishes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Curry against Young. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella. Collins comes in for Hutter. And it's Hill in for Tony Snell. The 76ers also with a sub. Howard's checked in for Mike Scott. Young taking his time here. Pass to Fernando. Collins against Green. 5 on the clock. Young for 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Howard. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And that point was a gift. I mean, it's never really smart to get teed up, but in a game that's this close, boy, that really hurts.
Simmons on the wing, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu, and he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. 1:10 left in the fourth. Now Hill, Young outside.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Simmons finds Harris. Back to Simmons. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It counts.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Curry against Young. Good.
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And here is Harris. The pass to Howard. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Hill. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Hill has the open look at the tip, and it's Gallinari on the follow.
And when the game is on the line, Gallo is the guy.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game.
A lot of you have been challenging 2K TV, and if you think you're competitive, you have no idea what you're in for.
That's for sure, because lately the 2K TV team has been tearing it up in the rec. Here's a look at what you're up against.
Let's start with play one. Blake to the bucket. Never mind.
It's time for the NBA. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Green, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Philadelphia, they've got Harris. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green, and it's Howard in at the center.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
It's good on the putback.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Simmons looking it over. Beyond the arc. The 76ers with another miss.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Outside Curry. Outside Green, and Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
No wasted motion with Harris. He's so smooth and polished as a scorer. He gets those catch-and-shoot jumpers off nicely.
Now here's Harden. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Curry with the steal. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. Here's Simmons. Not going to go that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. And Simmons kicks to Howard. Pass to Harris. Green with the ball. And a wide open look for Simmons. The offensive rebound. And contact up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Harden the pass to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Irving can't get it to go. The 76ers lead. Curry with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 6.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
Harden, bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Howard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Curry can't get it to go. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. And they're pushing it up. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Brown outside. Passes to Claxton. Milton grabs the board. The 76ers leading by 5. Korkmaz kicks to Scott. And the 3 ball is good. The Nets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Milton. The three-pointer, no good. Round down low, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'm playing off the...
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
We've got Reed. Actually out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Scott, and it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you've set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. You know, if you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Knocks it loose. And here comes the break. Left side, Griffin. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Maxey passes to Scott. Off target from outside. Brooklyn trailing. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Brown's got the ball. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
They get it back. Reed kicks to Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Milton. The 76ers again can't hit it.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Scott the pass to Maxey. Here's Korkmaz. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Nets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the set. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Reed. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulls checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. And then for Brooklyn, Joe Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's Harden in for Tyler Johnson.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Simmons is driving inside. I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the bucket in no time.
Harden against Simmons. And on the way from Irving for three, Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Harden. 6 to shoot. Right side, Jordan. On the wing, Harden. From downtown. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
He dishes it to Harden. Out to Harris. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
And the wide open shot from Green. But he recovers it. Thibault on the wing. Puts up a 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Brooklyn leading by 5 to the paint. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
76ers shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Harris outside. Simmons passes to Harris. The 76ers with another miss.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Harden out to Harris for 3. It's hauled in by Thibault. Simmons left side. Shoots the 3. The 76ers again can't hit it. And here are the Nets. They're on a 17-6 run. Harris passes to Jordan. Here's Irving. Good on the shot. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Out to Harris. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around.
For 3, Harris. And so it's Brooklyn. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. 3 points was as big as it got. They flipped the switch in the second quarter. It was a much better performance than in the first quarter, and their lead is now... And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the center.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Harden against Simmons. The kick out to Irving. Jordan inside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From deep, Green kept alive.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Jordan high post. Pass to Harris. He kicks it to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets working the ball around now. Puts it up from 17. Great D that time from Green.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Simmons finds Howard. Harris outside. Now the pass to Green. The dish to Simmons. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 1.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Now here's Irving, defended by Thibault. Irving dishes to Jordan, and stolen by Thibault. And here's Green outside, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Boy, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations.
And here is Irving. 6 points for him. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 8.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Pass to Harris. Thibault on the wing. It's stolen by Green. It's Harden with the drive. Irving misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yes, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Harris kicks to Thibault. Back to Harris. And stolen by Jordan. In the corner, Irving with it. Knocks down the 3 ball. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Simmons passes to Howard. For 3, Harris traps in the tray. He's got 13.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
And Harden with the stuff. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Simmons. Here's the three. They get it back. Howard. Eyeball on the wing. Second chance shot. Howard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Cannot leave Howard alone on the offensive glass. When you do, he's making you pay for that mistake.
He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers ahead, up by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Curry. Reed out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Howard in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Milton the pass to Scott. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Monday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Houston Rockets.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Here's Irving. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The feed now to Griffin. Nets passing it around. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Curry passes to Milton. Back to Curry. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Korkmaz. Here's Reed. Here's Scott. Back to Korkmaz. It's Curry outside.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Here's Irving. Over Milton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Irving takes advantage of any mistakes defenders make, so you've got to recognize how crafty he is.
Both free throws good for Irving.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Reed. Milton kicks to Reed. And stolen by Irving.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Launches it, buries it from three-point range. Korkmaz has got himself on the board with 3 there. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Back to Curry. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Nobody near Irving. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Here's the pass to Reed. Curry looking around. Left side, Scott. Here's Reed. Those three-pointers off the mark. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Scott. Ben Simmons comes in for Reed. And Maxey's subbed in for Curry.
Cool as they come, Ben Simmons loves taking these big shots.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Harden. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Kicks it to Griffin. Simmons against Irving. Lock at 6. Here's Harden on the wing. And Harden with the stuff.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Getting the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Howard. Now here's Simmons. Passes it to Milton. Here's Korkmaz. Hits the three-point bomb. Korkmaz has got 6 here in this quarter.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game. Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Pass to Maxey. Dishes to Simmons.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now Harden. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Count it!
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden.
Simmons with it. It's blocked. They get it back.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And Brooklyn making a change here. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Harden surveying the D. Outside Irving. Missed.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
I'll tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good read.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. One
Let's roll to play number 2. I see Brian playing some defense. Can he get a stop? Yikes. All that stumbling from a behind-the-back dribble? And he gave up a green jumper? Maybe our My Team correspondent should stick to.
And don't let the high fashion fool you. These Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point guard position. And for the Nets, Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. The Nets working the ball around now. Rebounded by Capella. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Hunter, the pass to Herter. To the wing right side. Puts it up. They get it back. Capella from past the arc. And there's Hunter on the assist from Capella.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Young left side. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Irving looking for an opening. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. And as we come down the home stretch, some teams in position for the playoffs. How do you prepare for those young players who haven't been there yet, are wide-eyed and learning as they go?
You know, I'm not sure there's any preparing for it. I mean, they're going to be expected to contribute. You've got to be prepared from the standpoint of knowing your assignments, and because there's so much more information today, that does help. But the reality is they've already given the coaching staff a reason to think they have what it takes to help them make a run.
Yep, that one goes. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Over to the wing. Herter passes to Young. Jacks up a three. Brooklyn with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Here's Young, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. He gets that one.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, it's hard to close off the lane. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green passes to Irving. Swiped it away. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin comes in for Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Green. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Now, here's Collins. A 38-point game for him in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Young's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
So for the Nets, Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Bruce Brown comes in for Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Tony Snell comes in for Collins. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Here's Okongwu. Three-pointer, Snell. The Hawks again can't hit. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Here's Bogdanovich. After the basket by Brooklyn. Over in the corner, Williams. Griffin with it. Okongwu covering. And finished off by Brown.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now, here is Gallinari. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Johnson kicks to Brown. Back to Johnson. The pass to Luwawu. Brown outside. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks ahead.
I want all the bags. I want all the bags.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Johnson is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. And it's Luwawu in at the three. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. Here's Luwawu. Over Bogdanovich. And Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets. The Hawks trail it. Williams passes to Gallinari. They get a hand on it. Williams against Johnson. Left side Williams. Back to Gallinari. Passes it to Okongwu. That one, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And there are only a handful of players who can create excitement just by being on the floor, and Griffin is one of them.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Johnson. Hunter with it. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside, Green. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Collins. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Harden's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. Capella trying to free himself up, and it's in there.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Kicks it out to Harden over Young. Harden's shot is off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here is Harden. He has 6. Pass to Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Young. Another miss by Harden. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw is good.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. And a change for the Hawks. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Back to Green. To halt the run, and Green slams it in.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Young passes to Snell. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. And Collins gets double teamed. Capella. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving's got the ball, and it's blocked. Harden against Young. Great tee that time from Green.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
That will count, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor, and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. You look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter. Kenny, is that trio good enough to get them out of the... And that's going to...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position. Out to the wing. Here's Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Now Irving. He's got 8. Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
And Young kicks to Collins. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Hunter. He has 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. 2 on the clock. Shot by Collins, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Harris finds Harden. On the wing, Irving. In the corner, it's Harris. Trains the three-pointer. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Young inside. He's against Jordan. Young up top. He has 7. Now the pass to Herter. The Hawks working the ball around. Collins wide open. He fires. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And here's Harden. 8 points for him. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. There's Luwawu, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. On the wing, Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And Okongwu slams it in. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Johnson, the pass to Griffin. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Griffin's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The throw good, Lou Williams.
Well, Lou Williams has talked openly about the fact that because he's come off the bench most of his career, it has probably extended and lengthened that career. Interesting stuff.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Tyler Johnson. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Tony Snell. Griffin kicks to Harden. Harris passes to Griffin. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He's perfect from the line this time. Nets trail by 3. Harden with it. He's got 10. Harris kicks to Harden. Harris, right side. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Hawks on top, leading by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Brown out there with Griffin. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Young dishes to Collins. Shoots over Griffin, and there's Collins on the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Harden the pass to Claxton. Outside Irving. Harden kicks to Irving. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Collins. Harden, no good. The Hawks leading by 3. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Harden dishes to Brown. Harden the pass to Griffin. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young. And he makes the first. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Green comes in for Brown. Blake Griffin hits them both. Atlanta's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Young looking around. Now the feed to Collins. Outside Williams. Clock at 4. Back to Collins. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Lou Williams has an excellent feel for how to run the pick and roll. What a look off of that action.
Pass to Irving. Outside for Griffin. Back to Irving. Jordan inside. He's guarded by Collins. Another shot. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Irving.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Young outside. Jordan with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Irving from long range.
Come on, come on.
Let's keep it alive. Inside. Poked away. Stolen by Collins. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Williams leading the charge. Took him no time at all on that one. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta.
If you need a bucket under big-time pressure, Lou Williams is your guy.
Harden kicks to Griffin. Back to Harden. They kick it out to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5. Harden the pass to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Young pass to Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 5. Outside Irving. Jordan kicks to Irving. That 3 off the mark.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Now, here's Hunter, guarded by Harden. Hunter, the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
So this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Here's Irving. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Williams against Irving. Young outside. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Joe Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. So for the Hawks. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Harris. The 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Right side, Bogdanovich. To the right side.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Harden finds Jordan. Green with the ball. And on the way from Irving for 3. And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
All right.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to 2K Sports Live. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Bogdanovich in at the point guard position. And for the 76ers, Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. Capella goes in. Bogdanovich wide open. A putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love how hard DeAndre plays, showing some heart on the offensive glass.
Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Golden State Warriors. Now here's Simmons. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Howard, and he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Harris with it. And here's the fast break. Outside for Curry. And the 3 off target. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. That's good from Collins on the assist from Capella.
John Collins is terrific in transition. Consistently beats opponents up and down the floor.
Collins against Harris. Back to Simmons. No good.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And these dunk attempts are just too easy for Howard. All he has to do is rise up, and he's golden.
Bogdanovich against Curry. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. This one for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Harris kicks to Simmons. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lays it up off the glass. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Maxey's subbed in for Seth Curry.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Pass to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. The Hawks again can't hit. The 76ers trail by 4.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it. Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the 76ers. And a change for the Hawks. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Now, here's Thybulle. Tight defense on him. He feeds it to Scott. Back to Thybulle. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. The offensive rebound. And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
Here's Maxey. Rebound by the Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gator. And here we go, Coach's Challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Mike Scott. Reed comes in for Green. Tobias Harris is checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Matisse Thybulle.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
The 76ers trail by 6. Simmons on the wing. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Young up top. Against Golden State, he was really on his game.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Simmons. And that one is off. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And Young with the basket on the assist by Okongwu. And that's now 6 points for Trae Young. Philadelphia shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, Simmons. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And it's John Collins in for Tony Snell. Capella finds Young. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Does it get any easier than this? Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. No good from Simmons. Out left to the wing. Harris outside. In the corner, Simmons with it. Tries again. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
The Hawks leading by 4.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
To the paint, and the dunk by Capella.
Woo, the timing of Young's passes in pick and roll, absolutely impeccable.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Capella dishes to Bogdanovich. He kicks to Young. Gallinari trying to get open.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Seth Curry comes in for Maxey. Then for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he...
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Oh! And down it goes, jamming that one home.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And Howard with the stuff.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Over the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Williams inside. Curry meets him. Fernando, the pass to Collins. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Here's Curry. Hunter grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Simmons. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got his third basket of the night.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
And that's it for the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
They've got Howard. Korkmaz is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Curry in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Williams up on top, guarded by Curry. Here's Okongwu. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Williams scanning the floor. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. A 2-point game. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 13 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Williams passes to Fernando. Back to Williams. Double team on Williams. Shot clock at 6. Herter. Korkmaz grabs the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Simmons got the lead up to 2 now for Philadelphia.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Williams against Curry. Williams, that's good. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
You see the toughness of Williams. Won't shy away from contact.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Simmons. And good that time. Simmons got 10 points in just the second half.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Scotty's checked in for Dwight Howard. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Young. And he gets it to go. 8 points for Trae Young.
You know, out in the open floor, Trae Young does an excellent job of assisting or finishing.
Curry dishes to Scott. Outside for Curry. From outside the arc. The 76ers again can't hit it. Atlanta's shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Bogdanovich. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
The Hawks trailing. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Here's Young. The putback, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here is Simmons, 19 points in the game. Harris outside, and Simmons slams it in.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Young, right side, and that one drops for him. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Here's Simmons. He's got 21. Doesn't go that time. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gallinari attacking, uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I like this. Don't settle for the jumper. Attack off the dribble. Use your skill to finish. Excellent play by Gallinari.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Shots good from Young. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's Atlanta. They lead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the 2 guard. Outside, Scott. Back to Curry. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Scott kicks to Green. Curry is inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich. The Hawks leading by 4. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Okongwu's running.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Young's checked in for Bogdanovich. And that one falls for Okongwu. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Milton. Now here's Scott. Capella covering. Green inside. Gallinari on him. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry. Chalk up 2 there. Curry's got his first 2 points.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Howard's checked in for Mike Scott. Simmons comes in for Shake Milton. And Maxey's subbed in for Seth Curry. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Hunter's checked in. Back to Young. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
Who's got Simmons?
Outside, Simmons.
Come to me, come to me.
With some arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A finish, and Okongwu slams it in.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And then Simmons slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Young passes to Capella. Kicks to Okongwu. Young with the ball. Passes it to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Howard. Rebound, Atlanta.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Green passes to Simmons. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Now Young. And the pass to Herter. Back to Young. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And stolen by Howard. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Atlanta lead.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
And now the 76ers on the break. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Young looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
Clearly a foul.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Reed. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. Then for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Down low.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Simmons slams it in.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Young against Harris.
Good! Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
Here's Simmons. Whoa! I mean, that's a rugged play.
That one was big time.
You could see he was setting that up the minute he got his hands on the ball.
Well, you got to know what you're doing if you're going to do it. If you're going to try that, right? Wow.
I'm sure plenty of practice hours went into it, and that has this team fired up.
And the dunk by Capella.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And it's blocked. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
but 2 points is 2 points.
One more play from the squad. Rodney plays relentless defense in the paint. John snags the board and quickly gets it to Danny, who finds Brian for the clutch green three.
There below is Barkley. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Green in at the three, the small forward. And looking at the Nets, Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the three. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now here's Simmons. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Simmons against Irving. Great D that time from Jordan. Harris kicks to Harden. And there's the feed to Jordan. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. It's a three-point game. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
And he's drawing those whistles. A couple quick ones back-to-back.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
Just have to be more careful with Simmons. I mean, he's absolutely brilliant at keeping the defense off balance.
Both shots good from the stripe. And now just over a minute played here in the first. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Jordan the pass to Harris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
You know, knocking down the three guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Passes to Harden. To the inside. Brown outside. 4 on the shot clock. Harris misses. The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Now here's Jordan. He had 10 points in the win against Detroit. Harris's shot is off. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Green finds Howard. Simmons on the wing, guarded by Harden. Harris's shot is good.
No wasted motion with Harris. He's so smooth and polished as a scorer. He gets those catch-and-shoot jumpers off nicely.
Now here's Harden, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. In the corner, it's Harris. Fires from the wing. They get it again. Pass to Brown. Harden outside. Clock at 6. The pass to Green. Brown against Curry. And again, it's the Nets missing. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brown dishes to Harris. He feeds it to Jordan. Nice move. And the rejection by Curry.
It's huge whenever Seth Curry comes up with the block. I think it ignites the entire team.
And Simmons slams it in.
Love the connection Simmons has with his teammates. I mean, once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Over in the corner, Brown. To end the cold streak, and the layup is good. The 76ers lead. And here is Simmons. 6 points for him. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And no good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And Luwawu subbed in for Joe Harris. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Reedy's checked in for Philadelphia.
So fun watching Harden operate inside near the rim. I mean, his confidence level is high, and he does a really good job getting ideal position.
Scott the pass to Milton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Left side, Griffin. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Korkmaz actually out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Scott in at the center position. Griffin, he kicks to Irving. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Irving's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Nets.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Thybulle. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. No good on the triple. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Scott can't get it to go. The Nets with the lead. Passes it to Claxton. To the left wing. Griffin kicks to Irving. Over Maxey. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The tray. The rebound by the Nets. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Korkmaz. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Pass to Griffin, uncovered. That shot misses. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Milton the pass to Korkmaz. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And no good. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Sixers.
The 76ers leading by 6.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
The 76ers have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Harden. Oh, what a finish!
Good. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Curry kicks to Harris. Gets a hand on it. And Howard with the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 8.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
The pass to Harden. For 3, Harris. Here's Curry. Finished off the break. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
And here we go. That's good from Howard on the assist by Curry. And that's now 6 points for Howard.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
And here's Harden for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. He gets it up. He made it! He caught it!
Big time!
Wow! Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. And with all the stars on the 76ers, we forgot the root of this team. And that's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
Pass to Brazdeikis. The 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. Nets trail by 13. He dishes it to Harris. Here's Green. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Curry passes to Simmons. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
And now the 76ers on the break. 90 seconds now into the second half. No good off the back of the rim.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Irving passes to Harris. Misses from close range.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Simmons on the wing. No one near him. The rebound by Harden.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Howard with the steal. Curry with it. And it's Harden picking him up. In the corner, Simmons with it. Up again, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 11.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Curry passes to Harris. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Harden. Left side, Irving. Right side, Jordan. Harris against Curry. Harris with it. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Here's Irving, and he banks in the layup. Irving's got his second basket.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his third foul so far. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Johnson. Scott. No good with the triple. Nets trailed by 14. Here's Llewellyn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Johnson. Scott pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And taken away by Brown. Here's Claxton. And hammers that one down right in the face of Mike Scott.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Green, no luck. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Maxey passes to Milton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Milton's got 6 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 12. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Maxey. Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3 spot.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Thybulle, the pass to Green. Thybulle with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Reed. Tries from 10. Brooklyn with the rebound.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Pass to Brown. On the wing, Irving. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Thybulle. Howard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition for on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Brown finds Irving. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The 76ers leading by 12. Pass to Reed. Now, here's Maxey. Over in the corner, Green. From deep. He's off on that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Now the fashion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys...
Oh, wow! Yeah, a volume shooter, and Harden is aggressive and assertive at really trying to jumpstart himself. And when he does, watch out.
Irving against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Mike Scott's checked in for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris comes in for Reed. Harden the pass to Jordan.
What a jam! Are you kidding me? Boy, Jordan still going up. Man, he's been lighting up arenas for over a decade and still major bounce.
Harris looking it over. Feeds it to Scott. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
No good from Simmons. Nets trail by 10 to the middle. And Irving gets it to go on the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Simmons passes to Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons both amazing.
Now Harden. 1:25 left to play in the final quarter. On the wing, Harris. The feed to Green. The dish now to Jordan. Nets passing it around. For three, Harris. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And the wide open shot from Green. Offensive rebound. Milton kicks to Green. It's stolen by Green. On the wing, Irving. Lays it up and banks it in.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
Simmons against Irving. Irving with the steal. Now, here is Harden, guarded closer. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7.
You know, it's nearly impossible trying to defend Harden. I mean, he has it all in his package. One of the best penetrators in the game. He's a great passer, and we know what he can do scoring the ball.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. Milton kicks to Harris. And here's Green outside. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Exactly what Green is known for. A terrific three-point shooter. Continues to do damage from out there.
The Nets on offense. On the wing, Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. So it's Philadelphia now. Green left side. Howard, the pass to Harris. They kick it out to Green. And that one goes long. So the 76ers win it. This was a very, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. and getting mentally prepared to compete. And before we get going,
hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Then it's Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. Harden's shot is off. Young in the corner. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or midseason?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Now, here is Harden. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Young with the ball. And they pick up 2.
Toughness inside from Trey.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Irving. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
To the paint. It's stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Herter. And stolen by Irving. And here's the break. Here's Harden and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Right side, Irving. Back to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Here's Harris. Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's all knotted up.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Now, here is Young, and the shot goes in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
So it's Atlanta now. Young passes to Herter. Back to Young. Down low and stolen by Jordan. In the corner, Harden. Harden missing again.
And he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the first. Young dishes to Capella. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Now here's Gallinari. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harden's got the ball, and then Griffin with the dunk.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Here's Young. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws.
Here is Harden following the basket by Trae Young. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Okongwu's checked in for Capella. And the Nets making a change here as well. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. Outside, Bogdanovich. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Young passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Agility coming into play there as Collins moves so well and so quickly in those pick and roll sets.
Harden outside. There's 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Young taking his time here. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the...
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got...
What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Williams kicks to Gallinari. Makes it off the glass. Gallinari's got his first basket of the night.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Brown outside. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Warriors. Here's Bogdanovich, and the layup is good.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Atlanta with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Then for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
On the wing, Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Jordan dishes to Johnson. 4 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. No good from Luwawu. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Hunter. No good on that one. Great D that time from Green. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Williams with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And there's the pass to Okongwu. Right wing. Hunter kicks to Williams. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. On the wing, Irving. Passes it to Luwawu. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Luwawu's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Hunter, the pass to Okongwu. Collins against Green. Collins kicks to Hunter. Kicks it out to Collins. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Detroit Pistons.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Pass to Jordan. He dishes it to Irving. Fires the three. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Well, he's an accurate shooter and has some great confidence. Bogdanovic with a beauty.
Here's Irving. Sinks that one from the post. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
One of the more skilled offense.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. We'll be back shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 10 points and that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Young and Herter make up the back. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Fernando in at power forward. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Irving.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young, and he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
And here's Harris from the arc. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks leading. Gallinari outside. Pass to Fernando. Harden against Gallinari. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And here's Young. 10 points for him. Dishes it to Hunter. Back to Young. The pass to Capella. Kicks it to Hunter. Launches a three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Irving's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. So the wing on the left. Hunter, the pass to Capella. And stolen by Jordan. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. Here's Griffin. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Shot clock at 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Hunter, no one around him. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. .157 left here in the 3rd quarter. Harris, no good. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Passes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young drives in. 6 to shoot. Hunter with it. Brown on him. They grab their own miss. Capella. And Griffin sends it back.
So Griffin using the vertical on defense. That's a scary thought.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Brooklyn now. Brooklyn trailing. It's Brown with the drive. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the 2nd half. And the shot goes down. Young's got 12 in the game.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
It's good. Brown's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
And Griffin sends it back. Pass to Claxton. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Nets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. For 3, Harris. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Herter, guarded by Harden. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Here's Collins. That one falls. Collins has got his 2nd bucket.
Keep seeing John Collins and his skill set rounding into form.
And we wrap up the 3rd and looking to be an exciting 4th quarter. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
Hey, offensively, okay, let's make...
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Harris. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Here's Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Cutting into that deficit now. well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Harris outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Hawks trailing. Young outside. Inside. And then Collins slams it in.
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now Harden. And they pick up 2.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Young outside. Takes a shot at the elbow. That shot no good. The Nets go the other way with it. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Harden surveying the D. Outside Griffin. 5 to shoot. Claxton the pass to Griffin. For 3, Harris. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Young, with nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Harris outside. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
They get the rebound. A second chance effort. Bogdanovich inside. Harris is there. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
The poise of the young player Bogdanovich, that's huge.
Top of the key, Griffin. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Atlanta leading by 3. Young with the ball. Pass to Capella. Gallinari kicks to Young. Hawks passing it around. Capella with the bucket.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Harris outside. From the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Young against Griffin. And the basket is good.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Griffin inside. Capella covering. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 10-2 run here. Young, right side. Lets it go with a 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. Capella's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
It's Harden with the drive.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for Brown. And here's Harris from the arc. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. Irving with the steal to the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now, here's Hunter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.